High-speed rail is a type of rail transport that operates significantly faster than traditional rail traffic, using an integrated system of specialized rolling stock and dedicated tracks. While there is no single standard that applies worldwide, new lines in excess of 250 km/h and existing lines in excess of 200 km/h are widely considered to be high-speed, with some extending the definition to include much lower speeds in areas for which these speeds still represent significant improvements. The first such system began operations in Japan in 1964 and was widely known as the bullet train. High-speed trains normally operate on standard gauge tracks of continuously welded rail on grade-separated right-of-way that incorporates a large turning radius in its design. Many countries have developed high-speed rail to connect major cities, including Austria, Belgium, China, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, Poland, Portugal, Russia, South Korea, Spain, Sweden, Taiwan, Turkey, United Kingdom, United States and Uzbekistan. Only in Europe does HSR cross international borders. China has 19,000 kilometers of HSR as of December 2015, accounting for two-thirds of the world's total. While high-speed rail is most often designed for passenger travel, some high-speed systems also offer freight service. Definitions. Multiple definitions for high-speed rail are in use worldwide. The European Union Directive 96/48 EC Annex 1 defines high-speed rail in terms of infrastructure track built specially for high-speed travel, especially upgraded for high-speed travel. Minimum speed limit. Minimum speed of 250 km/h on lines specially built for high speed and of about 200 km/h on existing lines which have been specially upgraded. This must apply to at least one section of the line. Rolling stock must be able to reach a speed of at least 200 km/h to be considered high-speed. Operating conditions. Rolling stock must be designed alongside its infrastructure for complete compatibility, safety and quality of service. The International Union of Railways identifies three categories of high-speed rail. Category I, new tracks specially constructed for high speeds, allowing a maximum running speed of at least 250 km/h. Category II, existing tracks specially upgraded for high speeds, allowing a maximum running speed of at least 200 km/h. Category III, existing tracks specially upgraded for high speeds, allowing a maximum running speed of at least 200 km/h, but with some sections having a lower allowable speed. A third definition of high-speed and very high-speed rail requires simultaneous fulfillment of the following two conditions: maximum achievable running speed in excess of 200 km/h or 250 km/h for very high speed, average running speed across the corridor in excess of 150 km/h or 200 km/h for very high speed. The UIC prefers to use definitions because they consider that there is no single standard definition of high-speed rail, nor even standard usage of the terms. They make use of the European EC Directive 96/48, stating that high speed is a combination of all the elements which constitute the system: infrastructure, rolling stock and operating conditions. The International Union of Railways states that high-speed rail is a set of unique features, not merely a train traveling above a particular speed. Many conventionally hauled trains are able to reach 200 km/h in commercial service but are not considered to be high-speed trains. These include the French SNCF Intercité and German DBIC. The criterion of 200 km/h is selected for several reasons. Above this speed, the impacts of geometric defects are intensified, track adhesion is decreased, aerodynamic resistance is greatly increased, pressure fluctuations within tunnels cause passenger discomfort, and it becomes difficult for drivers to identify trackside signaling. National domestic standards may vary from the international ones.